NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From American Airlines Center in Dallas, tonight, the Dallas Mavericks playing host to the LA Clippers. Our opening tip won by the Mavericks, and we're underway in Dallas. To Porzingis. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
To Porzingis. Gets a look. Can't hit. Leonard to George. From long range. His first effort off the mark. To Richardson. Screen coming. Richardson to Luka Doncic. For three, yes.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Goes to the right side. Paul George to Leonard. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Kawhi Leonard missed his first. That one goes.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
Screen coming. To Richardson. Paul George sends it away. It's the Clippers with the possession now. To Ibaka. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Here's Barea. Leads just a point. Won't go. Count the bucket for 2.
Ed, I'm telling you that every player in the league will make that shot. The defense has to be elevated.
Here's Barea. Looking to make something happen. To Luka Doncic. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Leonard to Ibaka. To Leonard. Shot clock winding down. Fires the three. Marcus Morris is going to get 3 shots here. For his career, 73%. First one, count it. Knocks down the second free throw. And he hits all 3 free throws. Doncic. Here comes the screen. Great pass to set it up. And the rebound comes down to the Clippers. Gets it in the left corner. Beverly to Leonard. Short jumper won't fall. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Dallas has it to Richardson. Clippers have it. Kawhi Leonard. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself, defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
Leonard to Ibaka. The screen sets him up for 2.
Serge Ibaka has such a good jump shot for somebody 6'10", but every time I hear his name, I just can't help but think about what would have been in OKC.
Richardson, down low, Cauley Stein. Nice pass to get things going.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
It's LA Clippers ball to Paul George. Pass to the rim. Knocked loose. Nothing going here on that drive. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Porzingis. Beyond the arc for 3. Off the iron. No good. George lets it fly, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent, but the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Short jumper won't go down. Leonard to Ibaka. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Knocks down the first. So he hits the first, misses the second. Here's Barea. Right now, down 7. Richardson, tough matchup against George. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jake.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Doncic. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. George to Leonard. Oh, he had him there for a second. Baseline drive. Kawhi Leonard. He's now 4 for 6.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
To Richardson. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Strong finish for Paul George.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Down low for Powell. Serge Ibaka rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Clippers have the basketball to Leonard. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. To Luka Doncic. Screen coming. To Luka Doncic. Kawhi Leonard. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. To Lee. And the rebound grabbed by the Clippers. Beverly into the front court. His team on top by 13. Serge Ibaka. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Lee. Down to Cauley Stein. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
Nothing going here on that drive. From the painted area, won't go down. To Lee. Down low, Cauley Stein. Cleans the offensive glass. Has a chance. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Shot from the lane won't go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
To Lee. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Lee. Leonard to Beverly. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Never dare Patrick Beverly. Hits a wide open 3.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Knocked loose. Paul George. 3 for 4. Good start.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming. But it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. Beverly into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Can't connect from inside. Hardaway. Off the mark. To Ibaka. Paul George. To Ibaka. Leonard to George. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. Well contested. Burke with it. Down a bundle.
I got ball. I got ball.
To Lee. The pass taken away by the Clippers. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Serge Ibaka, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. Trey Burke picked up by Patrick Patterson. And count the basket. Wong Key from 3/4 court. That's it for the first quarter. And a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. LA Clippers with the basketball. To Leonard. Probing the defense. Short jumper misses. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I'd say his game is translating to the league just fine.
To Williams. Down low for Leonard. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Brunson. Wide open look, won't go. Kennard to Leonard. Screen coming. Leonard to Williams. Leonard buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Brunson to Porzingis. KB, Kristaps Porzingis. 2-4 now.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Williams across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Leonard. Williams. LA with 4 to shoot. Kawhi Leonard missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. To Brunson. Runner here won't go down. The monster stuff. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Brunson. Trey Burke, guarded by Patterson. Five on the shot clock for the Mavs. Trey Burke. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Williams into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Leonard. Oh, had him going there for a second. Works it. Off the assist.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
New blood coming in for both sides. Brunson to Hardaway. Porzingis. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Dwight Powell at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. It's the Clippers with the possession now.
The NBA Season 8 2021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Devin Smith Showtime Sports in America.
Take stock of the floor to Luke Kennard. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Doesn't have the touch. No good. He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Luke Kennard. Kristaps Porzingis with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Luke Kennard. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Won't go. He has to find better opportunities. Brunson to Lee. Screen coming. 5 seconds to shoot. Has a look. The shot almost. Williams across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. To Luke Kennard. To Williams. LA with 4 to shoot. Williams' shot won't go. Brunson to Porzingis. KB, Kristaps Porzingis. 3 for 6 now.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
To Batum. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Brunson to Hardaway. Count the 2 for KP at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to lead the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Substitutions.
Leonard to Marcus Morris. Goes to the left side. George. Rebound taken down by Porzingis. Nothing going here on that drive. KP, Kristaps Porzingis. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Leonard to Marcus Morris. Marcus Morris, strong finish. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
To Porzingis. Has a chance. That's usually one that he'll knock down. To Leonard. Great look and vision. Slam dunk. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
To Porzingis. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. It's LA Clippers ball. Williams to Leonard. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip. He fought back, and he
NBA
made the player
Season 8
miss the shot.
2021 matchup coming up next.
screen.
Sacramento Kings 1523,
guarded by
Charlotte Hornets 1918.
To Porzingis. Scores from the post.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot, I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
To Richardson.
NBA Season 8 2021 matchup coming up next. Milwaukee Bucks 2414, Washington Wizards 1423.
Can't connect from in close. Clippers have the basketball. Leonard to Williams. Probing the defense to Paul George. Fires the three. Paul George locked in. Hits the tough three. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Porzingis. Shot from the lane won't go.
NBA Season 8 2021 matchup coming up next. San Antonio Spurs 1916, Detroit Pistons 1028.
Here comes the screen. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Doncic. To Porzingis. Deep two there, won't go. The follow won't go either. Beverly to Leonard. Trying to cash in. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
To Richardson.
NBA Season 8 2021 matchup coming up next. Los Angeles Lakers 2513, Golden State Warriors 2019.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Leonard to Marcus Morris. Leonard buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day. Late heave to beat the buzzer from beyond half court. Gets it to go from long distance. A fitting capper to the end of the first half. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Clippers absolutely dominated the competition in the first half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Mavericks may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Dallas Mavericks.
Game track. Assists.
The Dallas Mavericks struggled to play the angles, and it allowed too many passing lanes to exist. However, some credit has to go to their opponents for the way they move the ball. They've been taking advantage of the situation.
Player of
Kawhi Leonard most definitely deserves to be player of the half for the way he distributed the ball. It was an excellent display of court vision and solid passing. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard to George. Nothing going here on that drive. It's PG for 2. Not that time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Serge Ibaka snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
George to Leonard. Willie Cauley-Stein able to recover with the block. Beverly.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Kawhi Leonard trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. Dallas owns the basketball. Doncic to Richardson. Sizing up the defense. Richardson. Cauley-Stein powers it through. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Paul George to Leonard. Oh, nice find for the basket.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Doncic to Richardson. Serge Ibaka sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Leonard to Beverly. Kristaps Porzingis swats it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Mavericks with the possession. Leonard, deep left corner. To Leonard. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Marcus Morris at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Doncic to Porzingis. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. And look out.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Porzingis. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
To Paul George. To Leonard. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. To Ibaka. Kristaps Porzingis. Tips it. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. To Hardaway. Cruises inside for 2.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Leonard to Beverly. Willie Cauley-Stein. Huge block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Screen coming. Richardson against Paul George. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Josh Richardson trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Free throw good, so they get the three-point play. But it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is. Leonard to Marcus Morris. They'll get it down to Leonard. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, Nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Dallas with the possession. From the outside, no good. Beverly into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Leonard to Marcus Morris. Down low for Leonard. And scores.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Almost, and he's not getting the call. Leonard to George. Going to launch beyond the arc. Cauley Stein with the rebound. Here's Barea. Down a bundle to Porzingis. Richardson over to the right side.
Hey, double screen.
Has a look. Tim Hardaway Jr. not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Nothing going here on that drive. No good.
Show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard to Paul George. And he buries it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Here's Barea. His guys down big.
That's me.
Richardson. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
To Richardson. Josh Richardson. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Leonard to Beverly. Willie Cauley-Stein pins it. That's his third block this evening.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Here comes the screen. Richardson against George. Porzingis to Richardson. Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Not for Porzingis.
I missed it. Oh, the friction good grip.
It's LA Clippers ball. Leonard to Marcus Morris. Leonard to Marcus Morris.
Double.
Kristaps Porzingis sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
The Mavericks signal for timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. To Richardson. To Hardaway. Not that time. Williams to Leonard. Stuffs it down with authority.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
He gets it.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Mavericks with the basketball.
Let's go. Pick him up. Pick him up.
To Richardson. Hardaway. Short jumper stays out. Leonard to Williams. Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go. Burke with it. He'll run the offense. To Richardson. Here comes the screen. Marcus Morris rejects it. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Brunson. Trey Burke. Can't connect. Williams into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
The pass taken away by the Clippers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
Lee. Dallas with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go. Williams across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Oh, good defense there as the Mavs take it away. Brunson. Has a look. Burke shot off the mark. Here's Leonard for 2. Gets a look. Can't hit.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First one goes down. Second and 3, no good. Long key from three-quarters court. Third quarter comes to an end. It's been all Clippers so far. Dallas with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Brunson. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Trey Burke. Williams to Nick Batum. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Here comes the screen. Lee. Powell. Shot off the mark. Williams to Luke Kennard. Able to convert inside.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Here comes the screen. Courtney Lee matched up with Patrick Patterson. Has a chance. Burke shot off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Batum to Williams. Lou Williams. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Lee.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
To Brunson. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. 24-second violation. Changes coming from both sides right now. Beverly to George. From the painted area, won't go down. It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Brunson to Porzingis. Joakim Noah with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Beverly. George. Ah, you've got to get that one to go. Batum to Marcus Morris. 4-3. Had made his first couple, but he misses there.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Here comes the screen. Lee to Brunson. Second effort. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Paul George to Marcus Morris. Short jumper off the mark. To Brunson. Porzingis. To Lee. Nothing going here on that drive. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Beverly into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. George to Batum. Down to 5 on the 24. Batum. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Brunson to Porzingis. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. To Beverly. Paul George to Marcus Morris. Not that time. Brunson to Porzingis. Lee to Porzingis. Almost unlucky bounce. To Paul George. Batum. It's George for 2. Gets a shot up off the mark. To Brunson. Hardaway to Brunson. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Now a whistle. Dallas will use the timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Brunson to Porzingis. Nice pass to set things up.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Beverly to Williams. Baseline drive. Lou Williams. He's 3 for 7.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Brunson to Luka Doncic. Here comes the screen. Off the mark. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Clippers have the basketball. Surveys the floor. A shot no good there by Williams.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Doncic to Brunson. Here comes the screen. Over to the right side. Porzingis. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Lock up, lock up. Here you go. I got ball, I got ball. Pick up. Match up, match up.
Brunson to Luka Doncic. Trying to cash in. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Williams. Smothering D. Brunson to Richardson. Five on the shot clock for the Mavs. Richardson. Not that time.
I got this. Hey, check up. Let's go.
George to Ibaka. Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative. Because right now, the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Serge Ibaka with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
LA Clippers with the basketball. To George. Serge Ibaka slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Richardson. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
Paul George to Leonard. George. And it's Cauley Stein with the rebound. Richardson. Knocked loose. Clippers have it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Beverly to Leonard. Willie Cauley Stein snatching it out of the air. Fourth this contest. Kawhi Leonard able to recover with the block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Doncic. Screen coming. Dallas with 4 to shoot. Barea shot, no good. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers were simply in this contest. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Mavericks are no longer suffering through what was a big-time blowout. And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united. Check out the leading scores for the Dallas Mavericks.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
The Los Angeles Clippers were able to stretch the defense because of how effectively they were scoring from long range. The opposition couldn't make the necessary adjustments and now have to settle with a loss.
Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard read the defense perfectly, and his teammates reaped the benefits with easy baskets. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose, signing out.